Check it out.
Rappers in my backyard. Rappers in my backyard. Rappers in my backyard. Ooh, rappers in my backyard. Rappers in my backyard. Rappers in my backyard. Ooh,
Talk, express, relate, connect. Talk, express, relate, connect. Talk, express, relate, connect. Talk, express, relate, connect.
What's up, family? Welcome to another exciting episode of Rappers in My Backyard. I can't believe that this is episode 8. The time has flew by. We've been having so much fun that episode 8 is just going to be another blast for us to have. We are the podcast that stays lit. We talk about relationships, music, and entertainment. And today, the relationship that we're going to be talking about is love languages. I mean, after all, we just got done with Valentine's Day and all that neat stuff. So we want to talk about love languages. And I have a really cool quote to kick us off. So here it is. Love is something that you do for someone else. It's not something that you do for yourself. And that's coming from Gary Chapman, the author of 5 Love Languages. And I think that sets us up pretty nice to talk about love languages. So, are you ready to talk, express, relate, connect? Well, let's take it to the backyard. To my right is my girl in everything, Rappers in the Backyard. Leah C is in the backyard. What's up, girlfriend?
Hello, I'm Leah C. Thanks for joining us again. As usual, I'm so excited to be here, and I cannot wait to let you know about what my love language is and if I agree or disagree. And I hope that you also get to learn something out of this.
Yes, indeed. I can't wait to find out what your love language is.
I'm kind of stuffy right now. Sorry, but hopefully I'm not talking through my nose too much.
No, you sound fabulous. And to my left is the one, the only, my girl, and my left hand in this whole thing. MARSHA C is in the backyard. What's up, MARSHA C?
Hey, Lisa and Leah and my Rapper in the Backyard family. I'm ready to talk about some love languages.
Oh, my goodness.
Because you know me. 5 love languages is like 5 senses, baby.
It sure is.
You know it.
I can't wait to find out what yours is, too.
I can't wait to tell you, too.
Oh, my goodness. So, are you ladies ready to dive into the questions that we have about love languages?
Yes.
All right, let's kick this thing off nice. Okay, first question. How do you show love? Is it hugs? Is it kisses? Is it a little rub on the leg? How do you display your love for someone? How do you do that, Leah C?
For me, of course, like, when you're thinking about family, it's different. You know, you want to be there for your family. You're supportive of your family. Of course, hugging, talking, communicating, having good times.
Yes.
That's the way you show your love. And of course, you know, just celebrate. Just celebrating life, being happy. And in a relationship, of course, it's different. You know, you're gonna want to hug. You're gonna want to touch. You're gonna want to just do everything, whatever. You want to go out. You want to do everything. I just want to do everything. So everything, whatever that means.
You're an everything type of girl. Down for the get down. Yes. That's what I love about you.
Like, you want to have fun with that person. You want to cuddle up. You want to go out with other people. You want to just, keep it spicy.
Yeah, you got to.
In every area, even when you're by yourself, when you're with people. Right. That good connection.
A connection everything. Is everything. Look, everything. She's everything. MARSHA C.
Yes.
Tell me how you show your love.
Well, to me, showing my love languages, I guess, I love to cook.
Okay.
And to me, what better way to show how much you love a person through the food?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, that's something I do for my friends, my family, my man.
Right.
Because, I mean, when I'm in that mood, I get in that kitchen, get them pots clacking, and you smell the aromas, and your taste buds get to watering. So I'm attacking them senses.
Yeah, that's
And
right.
then when you sit there and you see that food, you like, I want to get on that.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
when you taste it, you like, ooh, girl.
Oh my
And I be like,
goodness.
yeah, boy.
I know that's right.
Yeah, boy.
OMG.
Yes.
And you look gorgeous even like talking about
Yes.
it.
I tell everybody I'm a cookie.
Right.
They go, what's a cookie? I said, because I love to cook and I'm a foodie.
Ah,
So I'm a cookie.
that's it.
So
I like the combination of those two.
Yes.
Well, that brings us to our next question. There are actually 5 love languages according to the 5 languages of love. The first one is words of affirmation. The second is quality time. The third is receiving gifts. The fourth is acts of service. And the last and not least is physical touch. So I know that we all took the 5 love languages test.
Yes.
And so who wants to tell us first what the result was? You, Leah C, you, Marsha, who?
Marsha can go for it.
Okay,
'cause I
go
wasn't
for it,
totally
Marsha.
happy about
You're going to
mine.
throw me the bone. All right. Well, my top 5, I'm going to say it in order, then I'm going to go back and explain. The top one was physical touch.
Okay.
The second one was words of affirmation.
Okay.
Third was quality time. Fourth was acts of service. And last but not least is receiving gifts.
Oh, okay.
And so to me, you know, I'm into the senses things. I love to touch.
Okay. So you
That
think
was your number one.
That was
your
that
number
was
one.
number 10. So that lets you know that that's high for me.
Right.
Being
right.
able to physically touch
You mean
my man.
You got 10 for that one?
Yeah, I got
the
10
point
for that.
was 10. That's
I
okay
got
because it
10
gives you
for that.
points. Okay,
it
so
gives
was
me
number 10.
points, and that was number 10.
Okay.
Because
Wow.
I just like the physical touch. When I'm intimate, I want the physical touch. With my friends, you can't touch me. But when I'm with my man,
Okay.
when I'm with my man, it's like that whole physical touching the body, the caressing, the hand holding, the massaging, the caressing. All of that it just really heightens things. You know, you're driving down the road, you put your hand on your man's knee.
Okay.
You're holding hands, that kind of thing. And the next one for me was words of affirmation. That was number 7.
Okay.
Because it's nothing more pleasing to me than when your mate says, hey, you know, I really appreciate that. Thank you. You're doing a good job. I love how you make me feel.
Yes.
You know, those words mean a lot because that's following back up with the action.
Right. And I like that flow, just like what you explained, like following up, you know, with an action. I just think that's important, you know, but go ahead. What's the
And
third?
number 6 was quality time.
Okay.
And, you know, as a single mom, I'm busy.
Right.
So my time is like my money. My kids will tell you, don't waste my mama time because you're wasting her money.
I
So
like
to
that
me,
analogy.
time to me is everything.
Yeah.
And when
yeah.
you're with your significant others, your girls, your family, my thing about time is something you can never get back.
No.
Yeah.
So once that happens, that's done. So I value my time. I value my time with my friends,
Yes.
my family, my man, my boys, because that's time that you can never get back. So that was number 6 for me. And then we get into
You mean you got 6 points?
I got 6
Yeah.
points.
Yeah,
That was
because
6
you're
points.
confusing me.
Yeah,
It's
because
only
it's points.
5.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
okay,
5 and
okay.
you get points.
You get points. So acts of service. That
You
was
got 6
4.
points. Oh, 4
4
points.
for acts of service, and receiving gifts to me is number 3. The reason why receiving gifts for me is not that big on the list, I have to tell this story.
Okay.
You know, because Valentine's Day just passed, And whenever I think of Valentine's Day, I think about when I was in a relationship and my boyfriend at that time, he was cheating on me.
Okay.
So I'm sitting at home like, hurry up and get home, hurry up and get home. He's too busy at Victoria's Secrets buying lingerie.
For you?
For me and the side chick.
Oh, okay.
So when he gets back to the apartment, he has gifts and he's giving me my gift.
Right.
And I raise it up and I go, that clearly wasn't for me.
It was the wrong gift.
So it was a
the
smaller
wrong-
panty.
No,
or a
what
bigger
happened
panty,
was-
or what? How did you know?
What happened was the shape of this person was not the same shape I had.
So that kind of like left you
So
kind of
every time when I
thing to where
get
you're traumatized or
gifts,
something?
it's like, okay, what
It
are you
reminds you
trying
of that?
Valentine's Day reminds me of that.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And so when I get gifts, it's like, okay, what are you initially trying to cover?
So we need to get over that because you need gifts.
Believe me, I've gotten over that. Trust. But to me, gifts
Oh gosh.
can mean a lot of things.
Yeah.
Because of that. Yeah, so that's something.
So to me, getting a gift is like, okay,
Yeah. It's like nothing.
yeah, it's like nothing.
Yeah. Well, let's get to you, Leah.
Yeah.
As far as what your scores were
'Cause
for the
even
test.
with that though, real quick though, it's like somebody you get with though may be their love language.
Yeah.
So you may have an issue, like, because what are you gonna do in that situation? I'm just throwing it out there. But
it's like
I
you
can
said, I gotta get over it. But to me, I'm not one of those individuals you gotta buy me.
Anyway, regardless.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, and we're going to go look at that more closely in the next question.
Yeah.
So tell me what you score, what you came up with.
Okay. First of all, the question should be, do I believe in it?
Oh, okay. Do you believe in it?
I would like to, but from what I got, I don't.
What'd you get?
I don't.
What'd you get?
Because my number. Okay, so it's like 30 points to all of this. Mm-hmm. So if we want to do the math on it, I got 9 points.
Okay.
For acts of service.
Okay.
Okay, and that's good. That's okay. That's good because I do like, you got to show. Acts of service is kind of like showing that instead of, it's like action speaks louder than words. That's what it is to me. So acts of service, and that is important to me. Your actions do speak louder than your words. You could just I'm sitting here like you got to show me something. I don't care. You can talk. People be having the gift of gab everywhere, and that doesn't turn me on.
Okay.
It's the actions. So I guess that
You
is
agree
cool.
with that then?
I do.
Okay,
Actions speak
okay.
louder than words. I need you to show me. It's just the little things. You can show somebody all the time, but when you're just talking and never showing, so yeah, that is important to me. However, the reason why I said I do believe in that, but I wanted to, maybe it's just me, because there is such a thing as like your zodiac love languages too. So maybe because of my zodiac sign, I want to get everything evenly. I want it to be everything. I want it to be like, since it's 30 points, I want to get set. What would that be, like 6.5 for everything?
Right.
So then I'm like on it. I'm the winner. I want all of it.
You would have to get
So
sixes
that's
in
what I want.
everything.
Okay, well then that's fine too.
Okay,
so
you're over 3.
Yeah. So then I got 8 points for words of affirmation.
Oh, okay.
So I guess that's to balance self out and whatnot.
Okay.
Then 7 is quality time. That is very important to me.
Okay.
I don't like people who's too busy all the time, because I am busy, but I still know how to juggle and do everything. So I kind of expect someone, I guess, like me, who knows how to do all of that too.
Right.
So I got 7 points for that, and I got
All
4
right.
points for physical touch, which I would, how dare them?
Right.
Because I do like physical touch. I do.
Wow. And you got a 4 in it.
I got a 4 in it, which really sucks. Maybe that's just not totally important to me, but it is. Because I do want somebody to touch me sometimes. I want to, feel butterflies. I like that.
Right.
I want to be hugged.
You
I
said
wanna be
sometimes,
squeezed.
though. You didn't say all the time.
Not all the
because
time.
all the time would constitute a raging
And
10.
so then that's what
right?
it is. You don't have to touch me all the time. Like,
Right.
some people are super touchy, I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah.
And that's okay. Because I like to see people touching, but sometimes it's like, Okay, there's some touching you can't do. Maybe this little touching was like not the
Enough.
touching I like to do. I like
And
to
so
do
what
some
was your last
touching.
one
My last
then?
one was gifts, receiving gifts. I got 2 points for that.
Okay.
And then I figured that maybe I got 2 points for it because I buy myself too much stuff and I don't need nothing for nobody else. You know, it's kind of like when
I
somebody
like
asks
that
me, what do you
analogy.
want? I'm sitting here like, so maybe I just love myself that much. I'm always treating myself like, oh, I need this, I need that, I want that. So then it's kind of sucks though, because if someone was to say, Leo, like, especially a dude, maybe like, what do you
Right.
want? I'm like, dang, house?
Right. Because you
Another
done
car.
bought
Like,
everything
as far
else,
as like
another-
jewelry, this. I mean, it's really hard because I'm like,
Yes.
dang, I probably already got that, or dang, I'm about to get that. Like, it's hard.
Right.
So maybe that's why that came in last for me. But don't get me wrong, I do want some little surprise gifts every now and then.
Right. Right.
So-
So you want everything.
I
and
want
it be
everything.
Even
Yes.
distributed.
Yes.
So
How about
my
you?
number one thing that
Uh-oh.
I got 10 points
Yes.
in was acts of service.
See, that's what I got.
Because for me, you have to validate it through showing me.
Actions
And I
speak
don't want to
louder
have to
words, yeah.
remind you or continue to leave you notes and hinting on
Common
the way
sense.
that I want to be treated.
Yeah.
You know, someone to me, if they love you, they're going to take the time to study you a little bit more and see the things you like and you dislike, and then try to perform those things for you. I know that's what I do. I like to study people in a way that helps the relationship connect a whole lot better. So my first one was acts of service,
got
and I
10
felt
for that.
really good. Yeah, I got 10.
Okay.
And for my second one was physical touch.
Oh, wow.
Physical touch, because it's not that we need to have sex every day or nothing
That's
like
true.
that, but touch me in a way that lets me know that I'm included in your thought process. And that could just be something just simple that, they can gaze your shoulder, or just hold my hand lightly when we're in their car, or, that sort of thing. Just remind me that I'm an importance to you.
Exactly. How many points was that one?
I got 7.
7. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then after that, I went to quality time. Because quality time to me is high on the totem pole. You guys know,
Yes.
like, we spend a lot of time together.
That's important.
Even for us to do this podcast, we spend a lot of time, because you have to spend time with people you love or people that you're doing business with,
do.
so that you can kind of figure out how you can work together and form a synergy. And because of our relationship and what we do on this podcast, spending quality time is very important for me.
Quality time is important,
For the
yeah.
third. And also, the one after that I got after the physical touch and the quality time was the words of affirmation.
Wow.
I was shocked. I thought that would be higher up on my list, but it wasn't. And I realized that the reason why is because I say enough motivating words for myself.
That's how I feel about some,
I say like things like, today is going to be a great day for you. Today, the things that you've been waiting for is going to happen.
Yeah.
I'm really good with motivating myself. So I thought it would be way up there, but it
mine's-
wasn't.
yeah, that's crazy.
And like you, Leah, my last one was receiving gifts.
Well,
and I
that's
think
true.
that I got the same freaking plague you got. Because I buy myself the things that I want, only because I guess I don't want someone else to disappoint me.
Exactly.
I
You
think
know?
you know what, all of us receiving
Receiving
gifts
gifts was
were
the last one, which is
Yeah.
crazy.
It was the
Wow.
last one. I guess with receiving gifts, it really depends on what the gift actually is.
True.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
You know, because I'm a type of person, I really don't like people buying me gifts. I'm a giver.
So you rather give a
And
gift
see, that's
rather
than
the thing.
receive
That's the
one.
thing. But
Yeah.
then you
No.
put thought into it, probably.
Yeah,
Like,
I put a
some
lot
people
of
don't know how
thought.
to.
You know, I get
thought into it.
creative.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I get creative. If somebody said to me, Marsha, what you
Oh,
want
wow.
right now? What you want right now? I'll be like, I need some room darkening curtains for my living room.
Oh, so you could just be lights out. Oh,
yeah,
my
you know
goodness.
me. You ask me a gift, I'm thinking about, what I really need. I'm not thinking about
of what you want.
right. And there will be times where I would get gift cards, and I didn't spend them on me.
Oh, okay.
I was always getting stuff for the boys.
Yeah,
I'd
okay.
be like, oh yeah, JoJo need this right now. Oh, Antoine need this right now.
Yeah.
You know, so
Yeah.
but I want to say this. You took your love languages from a married couple's perspective.
Oh, you did, and I took
Yeah.
mine from a single.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I took mine from a single person's perspective.
should have did both.
So
just
it's
in case.
very different.
Right. I'm going to take mine from a single
Yeah, just because
perspective
it might
next
come up the
time.
same, because it's
'Cause
possible it
may.
can come up the same.
Yeah.
I'm sure the
Yeah,
questions,
that'll be
yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
That'll be
Because I don't think
interesting.
mine would change too much. Maybe the physical touch, maybe because you got
Yeah,
I
just
don't
go up
know.
some.
Well,
but
I would-
I'm going to
maybe
do
not.
that.
Yeah.
And
I'll
also,
let you guys
people
know.
I'm gonna
just
do it too.
remember
Sound like a
that.
plan?
Yeah, but I want our
do too.
audience, the backyarders, to realize that the love languages is also about maybe your kids.
They have
it's
one
not
for that.
always
They have one for that
about
too.
your
Yeah.
relationships. It's a relationship
Right.
that you have with
Some-
your
yeah.
kids.
But they have it detailed
Yeah.
for
Detailed.
different
It's
Yeah,
very
for
tests.
detailed.
different
Yeah.
tests. So
Yeah.
I think it's always good to find out how people receive love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
but like, what's when it gets down to it? Like, how does this really play? Like, do people really take this in effect? That's what I
You
want.
know
Well,
what?
you
Like,
know
is it
what?
really that important?
I'm gonna take this one. I'm gonna answer it two ways.
Okay.
When I was involved in my Christian singles ministry classes, we're basically Christian singles dating, and we actually read the book, and we
Okay.
would do a lot of the workshops and stuff, the little work pieces in it, because you always want to know what works best for you,
Yeah, you
so
got
you
to.
can inform that of your mate.
Right.
And another time when people use love languages are when there's problems within the marriage. They go back and they have the couples to go back and take the tests
Together.
talk
So
maybe
together.
So maybe this is just something you should do in the beginning of a relationship. That would be pretty cool, and it could be a deal breaker.
Right. Right.
How about
right.
that? I mean, maybe
Yeah,
there will be more
it's
successful
something-
relationships. Do it in the beginning, not in
not
the
down
middle
the
of something.
road.
Let's
Yeah.
just play. It could be fun. And
Yeah.
then you're like, but then what happens when you're like, ugh?
Then that starts
You
the
know?
conversation going.
Yeah.
Right.
But then
Right.
people can
Starts to
compromise. People can learn to compromise, because there may be things like, all of this can be good, and there can be things to just work on, or maybe just understand. Like,
Yes.
if somebody does
Yes.
something,
Yes.
it's like, okay, that's what they're doing, but they
But
should
this
know.
leads us to our next question. How many times do you guys think that you will fall in love in a lifetime? Just curious. Like real love. How many times do you think? Because
I can fall in love with whomever I'm with, because I don't carry baggage into the next relationship.
How many times can you fall in love in a
With
lifetime? you
whomever
think?
I'm not in, well, if
How
I'm
many
gonna-
times have you fell in love already? Then?
Oh my God! Then again, oh my goodness gracious! I can fall in love over and over again.
Okay, but you're
can.
not answering the question. How many times have you fell in love so far? You want us to come back to you?
Yeah, because I actually seriously, like, that is kind of tricky now for me, and I know that I'll be kind of like weird and confusing sometimes. But I like to say that, even though I've probably been in love, I thought before it wasn't real love, because I think real love never dies. So therefore, I've never really been in love before, because if I was, it would still be in my heart. Even if I wasn't even with that person right now, I would still remember that. And nope, I just delete it out my head.
Okay, so
and then on to the
zero.
next one, I'm in love again. Yeah, I don't. I'm sorry, I just haven't. I'm just hard like that.
Okay. Marsha.
Wow.
How many times do you think you could fall in love in a lifetime?
Well, wow. I can't really answer that question.
Okay. Well, how many times have
well,
you been
it's
in
over.
love?
Well, I thought there were times where I thought I was in love.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
And then there were times where I was in a relationship, but I compromised.
Oh, okay.
And I
So
shouldn't
that's
have.
different.
You know, but how many times have I been in love? That's kind of hard, because you're asking about some past relationships. So,
And it's over.
and
Like,
it's
I don't
over.
Keep it
It's
in
like,
me,
but
so.
am I currently in love? Yes.
Yes. Okay.
So see, that's what I mean
yes,
by like I don't keep
am.
baggage. It's like once it's over because then that opens the good door for my new fresh relationship. That's the way I think people should feel. Like if you keep thinking like, oh, I was in love, it kind of messes it up because you're bringing something in, you're looking for certain things for someone else. So maybe that's why I program myself to be that way.
To be that way.
So I can.
Well, let me give you guys the
now.
answer. Let me guys.
Okay.
Let me give you guys.
You're gonna
the
give us
answer.
a scientific answer.
Yes. According to Kiss925.com, who has done extensive research on this particular question, they state that we fall in love with 3 people in our lifetime, and each for a specific reason.
Okay, gotcha.
Do you agree with that?
It can be for a specific reason.
Why?
Wow.
Do you agree or not?
Well,
agree?
when you said for a specific reason, you could love somebody because I can say that there's somebody that you just like. Yeah, I can agree with that. Not for everybody, but yeah,
right,
yeah.
Wow, you fall in
You
love
3 times
For specific reasons,
For
though.
specific
So it can just be
reasons.
somebody
You know
that
what?
you had fun with that was really there for.
I guess you got to look at it in the phases of your life.
Yeah.
The love I had in my 20s, that love that I had for that person,
Right.
that was when I was in my 20s.
So it's for specific things.
It's
That's
like,
just like what they're saying.
It's like, wow, to be in love 3 times. And it's like, okay, I'm in love now. But I mean, dang, I discount all that little boyfriend, girlfriend, high school stuff? Do I discount that?
You do, because the perfect example, like to me, for you guys, so that we could just keep this thing moving forward, is you, to me, like, it's like the 3 times could represent the beginning, middle, and end. When I was when I was a little girl, I was in love with my dad. That was my first true love. Then as a teenager, I was in love with this football player who I married. That was my second love. And now I'm married as the 3rd time or whatever with my true love.
Okay.
And this is my forever. This is the one that I'm going to continue working towards to build.
And I've never been married, so maybe that has something to do with this. So, like, I'm programmed differently.
Right.
You know?
But no, marriage ain't got nothing to do with it. Because I know a whole bunch of people
of course,
that's married and ain't
I'm
in love.
with my, but I'm talking, well, see, I'm thinking more about, like, with an intimate relationship with the significant other or partner.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't thinking about that. Of course, you know, the first, as a little girl, you're going to love, like, oh, my God, I love my grandpa.
Shoot, I don't love nobody more than my daddy.
Yeah, but as far as, like, on an intimate level, relationship wise, it's over.
So do you guys think that love is a choice
like
or a responsibility?
I think it's both.
Okay, well, if you say it's both, why do you think
I think
it is?
it's a responsibility. The reason why I say love is a responsibility, when you're in love with that person, you're responsible for your actions and how you treat that person.
Okay.
So that's where I'm like, that's a responsibility.
Okay.
You know, and a choice is who you choosing to love. You chose to love him.
Right.
You know, like when I love somebody, I love they dirty draws. I love you. I am loyal to you.
Unconditional and unconditional.
And it's unconditional.
And you're loyal. Yeah.
And I'm loyal. I'm one of them sisters. I am loyal. I'm your biggest cheerleader. We ride and die. We Bonnie and Clyde up in this piece.
Okay.
Until
you find out otherwise. Okay. So you know what? I'll take that. I really will take that. How can love continue to grow after sexual infidelity? Like, have you ever been able to be with a man after they cheated on you? Okay, and now I get silence in the building.
No.
Now, have you?
No, I haven't.
Okay. And,
from my
and why
experience,
not?
I haven't. That's why I'm not with anyone. Not that everybody's cheating, but like, you know, like when you, because really I've been in, actually, and that's what I can say, I've been in some cool relationships where at least I never found out about it, but I can honestly say that they didn't. However, it would be there we go again.
Oh no! Oh my goodness!
Who did you ask me?
Oh my goodness! I said, can you?
Oh yeah.
Can you get back what you did after you cheated?
No, because it's hard. No, I really don't think. Like, as far as like dating, you know, marriage may be a whole different situation.
Okay.
You know.
And I can't wait to answer it.
Yeah. But like if you're just like dating somebody, like, yeah, that's like a deal breaker, because I'm just one of those. It ain't like no tit for tat necessarily, but maybe I need to reevaluate this situation.
Yeah.
So it's like a no for you.
Yeah.
All right, Marsha C, come on, baby.
God, dog.
Bring it in. Bring it home. Bring it home.
I mean, I've been on both sides of the fence.
Right. You've been a cheater
I've been
and
a cheater.
No,
I've been a cheater and cheated on.
Okay.
And
Ooh-wee.
you know, I'm just sitting here like, dang, I'm over here sweating bullets.
All right, well, give me something now.
Because after the guy cheated on me, I was like, okay, can I do this?
Right.
I actually thought I can do it, but then I was like, nah, bruh. I can't. I was trying to make it work, and I started playing my theme song. And you know my theme song.
No, tell me again.
When a woman's fed up.
Oh, I love that. Yeah.
Oh, no,
I love
did
that
she?
song.
R. Kelly.
I love R. Kelly, and I love that song.
Stop begging
And I
on
love
the
that
table.
song.
No,
Let him out, set him free.
You know,
let's take it back.
You know, it's just, you know, I
So
want
the
to, you know
answer's
what?
no.
You know what? I gotta say this. I gotta say this. I gotta say this.
Yeah, we gotta go.
I know.
crazy though,
I gotta say this. My father raised me and my sister. A man could love you,
Right.
and lust another woman.
Okay.
Boom, boom, boom.
All right, tie that up. Let me tell you guys, as a married woman.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Being married, you have to work it out. You know what I mean? Because you have invested in this particular person in a way that you haven't invested in many things in your life.
Okay.
So I have not experienced someone cheating on me and me have to find a way to rectify that and get back together. But honestly, you guys, I don't think I could do it, because I'm like an old record player. Once you put something in my mind, it just
Yes.
plays over and over again. So I don't know. I would have to do extensive counseling
Because I would like to
in order to be able to recover.
Because
from that.
it's like when somebody really cares about you, there's some things you just don't do, because you know, even though the person's gonna forgive you, it's still always gonna be in their head sometimes. And I wouldn't want to do anybody like that.
Right,
And,
right.
and it's just crazy, because you sit and you think like, okay, if I am gonna continue this, it's like, did I do something? Because sometimes, no, I understand people say don't blame yourself, but however, sometimes you can stop having sex with a person, you're mad, you got to be real. Like, was I being like was I not like being there for this person?
Right.
Because sometimes you can make a person feel empty.
Definitely.
And you got to be real with yourself.
You know
Did I
what?
do something to make this person kind of like need something?
We
that
gotta
I
go
get
to
from
the
But you know what?
relationship?
You know what? We got to think about it this way too. If you're married, I think in the Bible you can't. I think it's something about divorce.
Yeah, divorce. We got to talk about that when we come back. Because you're opening up
Communication is pretty much what's very needed, because evidently sometimes when something is lacking and you're not communicating,
gotta do it.
and you don't
You gotta do it.
compromise with each other,
You know
then
what?
you have
These
to rethink
ladies are on fire about this subject. So we need to go to break because we got some bills to pay. But we need you guys to stay with us. This subject is hot. We're talking about love language. Stay with the podcast that stays lit. We'll be right back, y'all. Peace. What's up, family? Welcome back. The break was, we were still talking about the subject with love languages. So, on the second half of the show, we are going to have on the grill, what is love? And the girls, I cannot wait to hit them with that because I know they are going to keep it lit. So, let's get right back into the questions. All right, Leah C. Geez, y'all was just on fire.
Yes.
And I couldn't stop it. You're ready for the grill, Marsha.
She's ready for the grill.
I'm ready to put some things on the grill.
All right, well, we're putting What's Love on the grill. And we're going to talk about what's going on with Maya and her whole marriage thing. But I got a couple more questions for you guys because y'all left me all heated and upset before the break. So this is what I want to know. Can you love someone that doesn't love themselves? Have you ever experienced somebody who don't love themselves?
Of course. Yeah, you can fall for somebody and then realize wow, this person has issues and they don't really love themselves.
Wow.
And that's a hard thing because you're trying to be supportive and then you thinking that you loving them will help them to be feel loved and let's start loving themselves because somebody cares, bless you, because somebody cares about them and then they still just don't get it. It's something deeper. You know, so and then you shouldn't take it personal either.
So you're saying you can love somebody who doesn't love themselves?
Yeah, you end up finding out this person doesn't really love themselves, they have issues.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, what about you, Marsha?
I'm gonna have to say I'm trying not to attract those kind of people.
Of course.
But they don't have that representative at first. They bring a different representative. And I've been in relationships with guys who didn't love themselves. And after a while, they begin to put that on me. They begin to bring me down as a person. All the that verbal whipping. And I was just
that word slash.
And then you feel like with you loving them.
You know what? Love, my aunt always told me, love ain't supposed to hurt.
It's not.
Yeah. And it was 2 occasions where I was just I got to raise up. Yeah. Because I was love ain't supposed to be like this. And first of all, you can't keep talking to me like that.
Yeah. And you know what I found? Because I did have a relationship with someone that didn't love themselves. And what I found out is that you begin overdoing things.
It gets draining.
To try to prove
that's what I was saying. That's what I'm
them.
saying. You're there for them. You're being supportive, and then it becomes draining because they just don't get it.
Right.
And they're still down or Debbie Downers, and then they're coming at you just so negative. It can become draining.
Yeah. And it's just like anything else. It's you got to be aware of things that just suck the life out of you.
Draining.
Because if something is not contributing to your spirit, it needs to be let go.
Some things,
as hard as that is, and that's something that you can't help. They have to seek that individual love.
Yeah, they need to want it. They need to figure it out.
So, you need to see somebody, in my opinion, for that. But what's the difference to you, Marsha, between being in love and being in lust?
Okay.
I'm lusting for you.
You asked the right person. Because when I'm lusting over somebody, it's about that.
What about that thing?
It's about that thing.
That thing.
That thing. It's about that thing. I can separate it.
Sex thing.
I can separate it. Ain't no Victoria's Secret.
Right.
I'm coming over here. The hair's wrapped. I'm ready to go. The minute I hit the door, let's go. You in the bed. It's about lust. Ain't no kissing. We here.
Ain't no foreplay.
We here to do some business.
Right.
We're here for a sexual exchange.
Right.
Okay. I don't love you.
Yeah.
Ain't no breakfast in bed. Don't roll over and kiss me.
Right.
Let's get it and let's go.
Right.
Yeah.
Time is of the essence.
Okay.
And let's get busy.
I like
but when I'm in love with a person, you just go through all the elements of love.
Yeah.
And that sex is just totally different. It ain't even sex no more. It's just love. It's just deliciousness. It's just heat. It's just passion.
Oh.
It's just easy cheese.
All right, I'm ready to go on that. What is it to you? What's the difference between love and lust to you?
Well, lust to me, I'm like over it. I want to be in love with somebody that I also lust for. That's what I want.
Here
I
she
want
go
that.
with her universal thing.
I do. I do. If I want to lust, I want to like crave that person that I am in love with. A person is like, no, that's only going to last for so long. Like if I do it, I'm like over it because usually I'm going to want more out of it.
But see, that's what the lust is.
Yeah.
Lust is temporary.
Yeah, I don't want no temporary
That's like
lust.
that fix.
It's that temporary.
And see, that's crazy because I was just talking about that. Like, I want something that, like, I want something that makes me excited, and it ain't lust. I want just one individual that makes me excited and makes me want them and makes me love them, and I want that all in one person.
But sometimes
I'm sorry.
Y'all hear that out there?
Sometimes you see a brother, you just want to lust him.
If y'all know anybody,
LEAH
C is looking for something hot.
Yeah,
Bring it to the yard all the time.
She
all
wants
the
love.
time.
And then when it's
Lust.
over, it may be over. I mean, I don't want to just put that out there like it may be over one day, but when it's over, it's over.
It's
but I don't
over.
want to just go into it just about that because that's not going to last. I want something that's going to last.
But sometimes you got to go in knowing. You
Yeah,
got to
you do.
know.
You gotta go
gotta
with
go
some-
in knowing
some
what,
facts.
what position you playing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
you
true.
do.
You know, sometimes you got to ask the question first. Is this about dick and pussy? Oh, okay. You just got to say it.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, we're at that
And then
age.
if you're
we're
and
at
if
that
you're-
age
and
now.
if you're
We're
down, and if you're
unapologetic.
down for it, then fine.
Yes.
That's true.
See,
but
that's
you got to
the
be on the same
thing.
page if you're down for it.
People gotta
And nothing's
state
wrong
it,
with that.
State it.
Yeah, nothing's wrong with that.
This
but right
is a
now,
family show.
like for
Oh,
me,
okay.
I'm not
Okay.
into the little, just
Yeah,
only
okay.
lust. That's gonna be over with, and that's a waste of my time.
And it's a
waste
quick,
of my
it's a
time.
quick sizzle.
Yeah, it's a waste
And
of my
that
time.
It'll be
brings
lots
me
of quick
to-
sizzles.
This is the crazy thing. Yeah, we
my
sizzle
time.
all the time quickly.
Lots of quick
I'd rather
sizzles.
not do
Yeah.
nothing.
About 3 sizzles a
Because
week.
I want,
Oh my gosh.
3 sizzles a week.
3
You be like,
sizzles a week. I'm about to shut you down.
Okay.
Okay. Now tell me, Gary Chapman wrote that quote that we talked about at the beginning of the show. That seems like a decade away because you guys are still on the previous subject that we had before the break. But his quote said that love is something that you do for someone else. It's not something that you do for yourself. And I wanted to get you guys' interpretation of that quote. Love is something you do for yourself, for someone else, not something you do for yourself. And tell me if you agree or don't agree.
Well, I think
Just
that's
quickly.
That sounds kind of selfish. Like
Well, no, it's saying love is something that you do for someone else.
Okay, for someone
not
else.
something you do for yourself.
Well, you gotta take it yourself into consideration, though. I feel.
Okay.
I mean, because if not, because eventually, because you've heard people say, like, I put it all out there for them and now I need to find myself.
Self.
So you got to still keep yourself in the equation to me to
Right.
make sure, like, what you're doing for this person is actually, as long as it's making you happy, then you can say, well, it made me happy. But if it's something that you didn't really want to do and you're doing it, down the road, you may start regretting certain
Yeah.
things and not being happy.
Yeah.
So I think you still need to always keep yourself, like, make sure you're doing this also because you like.
Right.
The way you feel about doing it.
And you said it precisely. What do you think, Marsha C, as
Well,
far as that quote?
As far as when you do something for someone that you love, I love it when I work on something and I plan it. I'm a planner. I'm going to plan it, the whole thing out. I'm a theme planner. So I'm going to look at that person.
Right.
And I'm going to, when you do it and it all comes together
Yeah.
and you see their reaction, it makes me
you happy.
feel
Yeah,
good. It's
that's
like I
what you want.
said.
Yeah.
It's like I said, I'm a giver. I'm a giver.
And giving is
and,
good.
And
That's-
when I see that made you happy, then I love that.
Exactly.
And you keep
I
doing
love
it.
that, and
You
I'll keep doing it.
But sometimes, people do stuff when it doesn't make them happy.
But also, too, Leah, you keep on doing. If I keep on doing this for you and you take it for granted, then that's when the hurt comes in. and that's when you're not feeling appreciated.
Yes.
And that goes on all levels.
Yeah,
it goes
even that
on
part.
the relationship with your friends, because a lot of us love our friends and we overextend ourselves for our friends.
Right.
Even
a
that
lot
part.
of us
Even that part.
overextend and love our families to the point where some of our families just
Take
think
you for a
the
given.
doormat is
Yeah.
on our face that says
Take
welcome.
you for
Right.
granted.
And they
Exactly.
take you for granted. And when in a relationship, that's where it begins to be a deal breaker. Because you begin to giving of yourself so much,
Right.
and a person doesn't appreciate it, then
That's what it is.
Sorry, it's a give and take. That's
It's
what
a-
it boils
it's a
down
give
to.
and
take.
And you got to make sure when you do something that
That's-
you
you
also
wanna do
want to
it.
do
Yeah,
it.
you
wanna
And then you won't
do
feel
it.
yeah, don't do because sometimes
Yeah.
people do definitely do things to please another person,
Yeah.
and it can put them in bad situations financially, mentally, and physically. And you
If you
know you
allow
really
it.
didn't want to, so you got to make sure that this is something I wanted to do, and then you're going to be okay with
and have
it.
no
Yeah.
regrets
Their choices,
about
that's-
it.
yeah.
No regrets.
Yeah,
No regrets.
But you got
But you know what, you guys, that quote really sets us up for this next question, being that we just celebrated Valentine's Day last week.
Day.
We celebrated Valentine's Day last week. And what are your thoughts about showing an abundance of love or gift giving one day out of the year?
Overrated.
Overrated.
One day out of the year.
I think it's, I'm gonna put on that hat. It's commercialism.
It's just it's just a day. It's nothing.
To me,
I don't
It's
take it
so
serious.
much pressure on that day for ladies, to me.
have to be.
It's a sad day for some people.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, and it
Because
shouldn't
some
be.
people really take it really hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't get anything. Somebody must not love me.
Yeah.
And it's like that, to me, that's the sad part of
Yeah,
Valentine's
that's really
Day.
sad.
And people shouldn't feel
Because
that way.
people
'cause
shouldn't
it's
feel
just-
that way.
Yeah.
And being in a relationship, like y'all said earlier, I need to get over some things. But you're in a relationship and somebody only does something for you one day.
One
But see,
day
that's
out of
not
the year.
it. I don't-
To me, that's kind of like, really, dude?
And see, I don't
Well,
see
let's go to
Valentine's
the
Day
grill
like
then.
that.
Let's take it
Okay.
to the grill, because on the grill we got what is love. So let's go to the grill.
Fizzle, fizzle. We're going to put Cupid on the grill. I'm going to turn him over. Flip. I should have marinated him. I should have gave him
I
some.
love it.
Should have gave
I
him some
love
of
it.
his love juice.
So what is love? We like we were just saying, it was Valentine's Day, one time a year. So what is love? What is it to you? What did you do on Valentine's Day? Let's just start with that.
I just did basic things. Like, I just got my hair did. I actually even braided somebody else's hair, and I just got me some
Was it a special
salad.
somebody?
I just got me a fish salad, and then I was cool, and I was ready to go to sleep. I was tired. I don't trip off of it like that because it'd be too crowded out there. I'm not trying to be like everybody else. I got to be doing something, so I don't really care about all of that.
Right.
I can
But
just
are you
chill at
dating
home.
somebody right now?
No, I just hang.
You just hang with
Yeah, I
somebody
just hang
right
out.
now.
I just hang out.
Okay. All right. Well, shoot. What did you get for Valentine's Day? I know you're doing a long distance love, so you have
Yes.
that Jamaican swing
Yes.
on a ring a ding ding or what up. So tell me what happened.
My man was in Jamaica. So me no get no loving. Me didn't get no poom poom.
What? Poon. What did you get though?
Well, actually, on Valentine's Day, it was a half a day at the office.
Yes,
Right.
So our sister was sitting in traffic for 2 hours trying to get home.
Yeah, it was
So to
bad
me,
traffic.
It's overrated.
I didn't have my man here, so we really couldn't
Right.
celebrate. And so, of course, we did the WhatsApp, Happy Valentine's Day, that kind of thing.
Right.
But, a sister was like, I'm off early. Let me go get me some fish.
Right.
So-
Oh, y'all
I
both had
had a fish salad.
Wow, what a dish.
But see,
I went and got me some fried shrimp.
yeah.
And I was like, because where I live in Long Beach, every other corner.
Oh, you get that fresh
had-
seafood.
Every other corner had the little stuffed animals.
Ooh, that's so
The
whack.
stuffed animals and
Yeah.
the flowers.
For $5,
So,
you get a beer and a lollipop and
It's,
balloons.
it's dark. I'm trying not to run over the lovers, trying to run over and get them last minute
Right,
stuffed
seriously
animals.
feel
Wait
like
a minute, you guys.
Yeah.
This is what I want to tell you. Now, you guys, of course, know that I'm married.
Yeah.
right?
So what did
Yeah.
you do
So,
for Valentine's?
well, let me tell you. Now, my husband plans this amazing dinner. My favorite dish is lobster.
Okay.
Right? So he does a lobster steak. He does this delicious wedge salad and everything. So he's surprising me. He prepared the table and everything. So I sit down, and right in front of me is a dozen of white roses.
White roses, that's different.
White roses.
See?
No, that ain't different. That ain't different. Because what came across to me is like, does he like me now? Because last year I got red roses, which means love and dedication.
What does white roses mean?
That you like me. Like we're friends.
Well, that's good. Now because you want somebody to like and love you.
Yeah, but I was sort of like, because a lot of times my husband, as far as like, we took the test together for the 5 love languages, and his top thing were words of affirmation. So I sat there for a minute. I said, now I know if I tell him that these ain't the rose that I like, once again, I'm coming from this very blunt place. So I sat there and I said, but I got to ask him the question.
Yeah, you got to.
Because if I slid off the totem pole and I'm all the way down to like, what do I need to do to get back to my top red rose status? It's a question that I wanted to ask. And he's sitting there whistling like, hey, I hit all the bases.
So
I'm sitting there wondering about the freaking flowers.
Yeah, I want to know.
So he sits down and I'm waiting for the right time. So I go, are we going to set this up as a, hey, how did you, because I know he's looking for words of affirmation. So I'm saying, okay, how can I say this in a way that you're doing the right thing, but I just want to make sure we're still madly in love with each other, because I don't want white roses, because men, they just communicate different. It's symbols.
Wow.
First you get the Victoria's Secret panties, and then longer down the line you get the granny panties. Don't ever buy me those. He didn't, but I'm just saying the way things can progress if you don't ask the question. So finally, after the pressure was off and everything was fun and everything, I said, babe, did you know that white flowers was for like? He was like, no, babe, I didn't. I said, I didn't think you did, because I know you show me you love me every day through your wonderful acts of service. However, I just want to make sure that these white roses don't symbolize the fact that I'm not taking care of you in the same way. So I'm saying all that to say that no matter what, you still got to have that heat check.
Yeah, and
you got to have a heat check.
Yeah,
you got to ask the question.
Yeah, especially if you want to confirm something.
And we didn't just, can you love it and not like a person? Because the grill, we didn't jumped off the grill. Because
we did jump off the grill.
Sometimes.
But it's simmering still.
It's still simmering? Because I know we wanted to talk about Maya too.
I like
you want
what
to talk about Maya?
I like what she did, because it's funny, because years ago.
Let them know what happened with Maya, recording artist.
Well, I saw it one time on social media just a few days ago with her with this beautiful white dress, and she got married. And I'm like, yay, good for her, because I like Maya. And then come to find out, I'm like, dang, they don't know who she married. And then you called me one day and was like, guess what? I was like, what? She's like, Maya married herself. I was like, I saw that a while ago that she got married, but it was to herself.
Yeah,
cool, good for her. You know what I mean? Because I've thought about something like that before. Me and my friends, we've had group discussions we should just marry ourselves, or better yet, if we don't get married by a certain time, we should just marry each other, because you got the benefits, I got this, we might as well just for a business side of level. And I'm down for it. I'm down for it, and you never know, it still might happen. But anyway, yeah, whatever, it might happen. Whatever.
That's another show.
You gotta do stuff like that, because I want to make sure somebody gets the benefits.
You, Marsha.
You gotta think on business wise,
put Leah on the grill.
Put me on the grill.
I'm putting you on the grill next week for
I'm
that.
Sit on it. I like heat.
Oh my goodness.
Anyway, so I'm really happy for her, and I really don't even want to go there. But a lot of people that know me already know that I thought about even getting a blow up doll.
Okay, and what would you do with a blow up doll?
Just have it in the bed.
She gonna get her a
sometimes
he.
you be wanting somebody there.
She gonna get her a he.
And then you don't really need like actual for you can just have something you can play. Come on, sometimes we just got to use our imagination.
She's gonna
and
get her
have
a
fun
he.
with it.
Right.
Have
Had a
somebody
she,
there.
she gonna have her a
They can
he.
sit and watch TV with you. They can talk to them. You can
And
have
then
a little
don't talk
recorded,
back,
push,
right?
or you can have a recorded thing. I had this thing I was supposed to bring and I forgot about it. But you could push something and they can actually talk to you and whatever. Just have fun with it. I just like to have fun and like like if I'm going through something whatever, I'm gonna make sure that I'm happy and I'm gonna figure out how I can make myself happy and I laugh at
blow-up
myself.
doll.
I'm gonna laugh at myself. You laugh whatever. Then I'm gonna look back and I'm gonna be happy about the choices
ahead,
that I
girl.
did. Whatever. I just like to do stuff sometimes.
Now
Have fun.
that's
I'm gonna laugh at
creative.
myself.
That's creative.
Laugh at myself.
Now, I
but
don't
I'm
know about
happy
a
for
blow-up
her. I'm
doll.
happy for her. That's what makes her happy. Good for her. I wish I was at the wedding, reception.
Marsha C.
Yes.
Save us, girl.
Yes.
Now, what is your position on Maya and her marrying herself quickly? Because
Oh God.
we
You
didn't try to
know,
run
you
through
know,
these questions,
you know,
but it's
me,
too much.
it's like, do you, boo?
Yeah.
Do you, boo?
You want to marry
Do you,
yourself?
boo?
Do you?
Would you ever do it though?
No.
I would.
No.
I would, and I would have a good reception, and you guys can come. You can have
Who would
fun.
be there? Oh, blow up dolls.
Blow up doll.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
No,
yeah.
I couldn't marry
Give
myself.
me a blonde.
You know why? Because I don't get a tax break for it. You know, that's unnecessary
I
paperwork.
love
That's
that.
why I can marry with like my best friend or something, and then we can get tax breaks.
You know me, I gotta have a tax break.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I mentioned that about like maybe your best friend, you guys can get married, and if you
Oh
have
my
insurance,
gosh.
your 401.
This
all
grill
that.
today
It's
done
about
went
business,
all
too.
left. We got
Yes,
blow up
yeah,
dolls.
blow up dolls.
We got things we want to turn over on both sides and
Yes.
Barbie on both.
Yes.
That's why we need you guys to also participate in some of the craziness that we experience when we throw these hot issues on the grill every week. We're going to
Wrapping
try
it
to
up?
do this. No.
Oh, okay.
We want to try to do this because we want to get them involved.
Yes.
Because
Yes, we do.
just like we read social media and different stuff like that, I know the viewers are always reading what's happening too. So
Yes.
keep us up to date, keep us always trending, and let us know what you want on the grill too.
Yeah, let us
I would
know what
love
you want
to,
on the grill.
to see what was up
I
with
just
that.
I just kind of want you guys like opinion, or what do you think? Like, do you think like childhood experiences or the way you were raised maybe has something to do with your love language? You know, because
I didn't
sometimes
even
you
look
grow
at it
up
from that.
not being affectionate,
Yeah.
so that pulls you away from that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
See,
You know what I
it
mean?
has to.
And you don't know how
my
to.
father didn't hug me, and the one time he did hug me, I like to jump back. Like, what the hell wrong with you?
But you
You was caught off guard with the
Yeah,
hug?
when my daddy went to hug me, I was like, dude.
so then that must not be true for you because you like, or maybe
like
you needed
physical
that,
touch.
or maybe you
but
needed that.
My mother, she would try to, be huggy, but I'd be like, hold on.
But you like that though, so evidently
When it's
childhood
fr-
doesn't
like I
play a part in
said,
that.
if-
Then
when it's from my family,
It's
we
different.
didn't, we
It's
did, we
different.
wasn't one of them kind of families that hug each other. We wasn't that kind of family.
so maybe that was something you were lacking, and that's
we
why
were,
you
we
needed
were more
more.
into actions. My family was more into actions.
actions
Actions,
than
how you treat
anything.
people. That's
Yeah,
how we
yeah.
were big on that. Because if I had an uncle that hugged me, we'd be like, dog, what's your problem?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
get talked about.
Right.
All that touchy stuff. So we wasn't this touchy family.
So maybe you
Yeah.
like it because it wasn't really something
it's like
you grew
this.
up with.
When I hug my sons, they'd be like, Mom.
Well, that's what
You
boys
know,
do
but,
sometimes at a certain
you know,
age,
like
yeah.
my grandmother, like if I had my grandmother's back, I would just hug and hold my grandmothers.
Right. Because something about grandmothers.
It's
you
just
get
grandmothers
something
are
from her.
special. My papa
Yeah.
only had one papa. So, I would, I only had one. So
This conversation with love languages.
Well, I
is
think
like-
that I'm going to start having people take this test if I date anyone. I'm going to have them
Almost
take this
that.
test.
Yeah,
and
you
it might
got
just
to.
be a deal breaker. We're going to have to work out some things.
you know what? I'm gonna send it to Neil.
Let's close with this quote
Yes.
before we even announce what the guests are going to be for this week, because I think we need to let the viewers know what they need to be focused on as it refers to the 5 love languages.
Okay.
And the quote said that, I gotta read it because it's just so profound, I think, and it's something that we can all think of from a different perspective. Love is something that you do for someone else, right? Not something that you do for yourself. right? Because it honestly is. I think by loving other people will give you the opportunity to love yourself better. Because it starts with the way you show it, and that we hope turns into the way that you receive it.
Okay.
You know, so this subject was way heavy. But for next week, you guys, we have comedian Aaron Colbert coming to the backyard.
Yes.
We got a funny man, so
Yes, we'll be
I'm
funny.
so excited.
Yes.
We will be laughing.
We'll be
our
laughing.
butt
Yeah,
off.
because we went to one of his shows.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
at the Comedy
And so
Store.
we
It's gonna
can't
be
wait to
good.
get
yeah,
him.
he's
Yeah,
coming.
can't wait to come.
Yes.
Come on, Aaron.
So, Rappers in My Backyard is the podcast that stays lit. We rap about relationships, music, and entertainment. And I want to make sure that everybody knows, because this is the foundation of this podcast. When you go out this week, make sure that you talk, express, relate, connect to someone, because that's what helps us keep our life in check. Right? I mean, it really does.
Love yourself too.
Yeah. So we appreciate you guys so much tuning in. This is episode 8. We are slaying these topics. We're slaying these relationships, and we're loving every minute that we have with you. So make sure you subscribe, you like, you comment to the podcast that stays lit. I'm Lisa O. I love you guys. My girl Leah C.
Leah C.
And my home girl Marsha C. We are Rappers in Your Backyard. Bye. We love you.
We love you.
Peace, peace, peace.
One love.